Sure. So I'm currently the application development manager at Cazcreek. I have a history in in my background of being a full stack .NET developer. I currently serve as the product owner for our servicing software called a Liens. Some of my other responsibilities that I currently have is building our internal data warehouse, building ETL processes. We create comprehensive reports internally from the software, which provides a holistic view for strategic decision making. And I also provide application support. Sure. We used a third-party servicer, and one of the issues that we had is that they also serviced some of the other companies, some of the tax lien companies in the space. So although they had an SLA with us, there were often times where there were escalations that would take longer than we had hoped, and sometimes days or weeks for a resolution. Also, when it came to month-end reporting, some of our financial month ends that we have to submit would often take 7-10 days after month end before they were available. So we really wanted to speed up some of those areas so that, one, we could have better relationships with the counties that sell us these tax liens, and also, optimize our reporting to be able to submit month ends. So we identified 4 states that we wanted to operate in. These are Florida, Ohio, Tennessee, and South Carolina. Every state has their own statutes and laws in place that we have to follow surrounding interest rates, expirations, and legal compliance. So we had to make sure that the system could cater to those statute laws that were in place. Also, we needed to offer customer service where customers could call in. We could provide a payoff quote, and also provide payment plan amortization schedules for customers wanting to pay off their property tax loan in over a period of time. And finally, internally, we have a team of asset managers that also manage our assets, and there's some key functionality like workflow tracking and activities that occur on each asset that they wanted to have built into the system. So as I previously mentioned, there was an issue with being able to resolve escalations quicker. So our servicing software has done that. We're able to frequently resolve things same day, which results in better jurisdiction relationship with the states. And also we were able to control the costs of our servicing, which were big items on our side that we wanted to accomplish. So because previously we were using a third-party system platform, we didn't have control over system updates or reporting. We didn't control the data or any of its automation. So we were often given canned reports out of the box, and that was all we were able to use to do our own internal reporting. So now we have much more robust, holistic reporting. We control the data and the automation that we were able to bring, especially around workflows, being able to assign needed tasks in the workflow to various employees, and that's been very helpful. So one of the challenges before is that when we take on a property tax lien, we have financing facility that we use, and they require us to provide borrowing base of our assets, and then we can borrow money and then buy new assets. And what the platform gave us is that we can do quicker onboarding of our assets. So we could literally buy assets today, onboard today, and then by end of day run a borrowing base report that we could submit to the bank, which then allows us to borrow more money on purchasing further assets. And when there's lag time in being able to provide that borrowing base to the financial facilities, then it becomes harder to get the money we need to buy these assets. So I think that really has helped facilitate business growth from being able to pursue all of the assets that we were able to. We've been able to resolve conflicts quicker with customers that have called in, so mitigating those risks. Also, the statutes allow us to perform litigation for assets that aren't performing as expected, and what the system allows us to do is, with real-time reporting, we're able to timely So we're able to measure the handling of escalations from customers, so definitely having faster customer resolution. Also, from our asset management team, they are required to take certain steps like noticing letters and at certain dates, and we need to track all of the steps that are done. So this has allowed us to enter real-time data and immediately be able to see the results of those activities entered in, and that way we can maximize our efficiency and minimize the amount of time that we need to, if we have to take legal action. And so, as I've already mentioned, customers, we've been able to resolve customer resolution with escalation cases a lot quicker than we were before. So that is one big metric that the jurisdictions measure with us. Another aspect is, from our asset management standpoint, we're able to process litigation quicker because we can see where we are on every given day, and it allows us to perform timely litigation responses by our asset management, which in result reduces our collateral risk, because the longer litigation lasts, the more potential there is for damage to properties and such, therefore reducing our ability to recover our redemptive value on these assets. So one of the big things I can point out is that because we're taking care of the payment posting as well, we're able to perform same-day payment posting and clear out our financial lockboxes every day of payments received from customers, which then again gives us real-time data updates, and then we can run reports at the end of the day and the business can see that. And so I would say most of all is effective reporting, that we're able to run real time. We don't have to, there's no lag, we don't have to wait. Yeah, well, I can't exactly provide hard numbers on this. I can say that our servicing costs have about halved from what they were. The previous third-party servicer would charge a set percentage of the redemptive balance of every month, and this way we were able to control our own costs and maximize our profit margins. One thing I do want to point out is that we started this project right before COVID-19, and as we all know, we had our interest rate hikes after the COVID-19 period, and which have unfortunately eaten into some of our profit margins because our financial facilities, our cost of borrowing has gone up, and the statutes and laws in place have very strict interest rate requirements. So we weren't able to be quite as profitable as we wanted to be. But what I can say is that if we had continued using the third-party servicer, then it would have further eaten into those profits. So it did us a favor in the long run. So we have automated workflows built in which is nice because as soon as a particular activity gets added to an asset, it gets assigned to a user, sometimes internal and external. It could be an attorney, it could be an employee, but at least that action is completely automated and each user knows when they're assigned something, which provides a seamless operation for us and improves efficiency. And of course that makes team collaboration a lot easier when the system is doing the assignments for you. So one I want to point out here, by having automated workflows built into the system, we're able to assign tasks to our users, also including third-party users like our attorneys or third-party vendors that need to take action like performing property inspections and such. And that has really made for seamless operations and improved efficiency around our team collaboration and overall business operations. I think the partnership has been great. Compunnel are excellent at communication. They always scheduled routine meetings to meet with stakeholders and perform demos after every sprint. This minimized our risks to have to rework functionality that was required by Compunnel. A couple of things I want to point out here is their communication channels, their routine requirement clarification, their effective execution, and they always pushed for frequent demos with our stakeholders. Their business analysts were excellent. They really did a good job of communicating and being able to clarify and eliminate as much ambiguity around some of the requirements, making sure that we stuck to the schedule, and they really did a good job overall.